Dark Souls 2 Champions Covenant. Hopefully Iron Keep won't be troll as fuck. It was troll as fuck fucking yesterday. Oh, that's encouraging. Yeah, we're cheesing it. Never again do I have to deal with that bitch. Fucking dick. Motherfucker. What are you doing? Zweihander. is this man doing? Can you not be a fucking spaz? Jeez, I shot him right in his toe. Okay. Fucking serious? Okay. I knew going down there was a bad idea. Fucking knew it. Fuck you, I'm just gonna heal. Fucking dickhead. We're just ankle biting this dude. That's what you fucking get. very, very good. I don't know why I'm going to grab this because it's pointless, but... Oh, the flame butterfly's good though. Forgot about that. I have a soft cap for health yet? Yep. I have the soft cap for dex as well. I have more damage. Oh shit. So we got 327. Right here? Yeah.
No interest. Serious.
Get a drink. Well, you're a dick. Oh shit. Oh, fuck me. Fucking cockweasel. Come on. What the fuck? Okay. Really? We made it through unscathed. How did you make it through unscathed, dude? Actual fucking bogus. Jesus Christ. Joshua. Alrighty then. Might just run it. Fuck it, we're running it. Oh, tracking. Oh. I may in fact need more ADP. Holy shit, where'd that guy come from? I believe I can run it, run it. I believe I can run it, run it. Oh shit! Oh my god, really, dude? Baby jump. Fuck! I gotta... ADP is actually bad. Oh my fucking god, and it's only gonna get worse. Well, we got the fog gate open, which helps. Motherfucker. Oh, get him. Yeah. Motherfucker. No fucking way, dude. Commissary is the worst. Why did I not take out the fucking rapier? There you go. Fantastic. Really? I'm enjoying that. Piece of shit. I should go first. That's a move. What's going on, brother? How's it going? That's not great. Will he not go this far? History, right? How are you gonna do? We acing this shit? Yeah, it probably won't be that. History, well, in my opinion, was always one of the rather easier ones, but that's because I had an interest A and a B. I had American curriculum, so I don't exactly know what you'll be learning or anything, but they like that, but I'm sure it'll be fine. That was fucking the worst. I would have been interested to see, or to learn, the Holocaust from that perspective. Obviously, because I only have one perspective, to learn it from that's an American perspective, you know? Obviously, it impacted members of your country, well, I don't know how I should put that, but like people from a religious group that's largely associated with your country a lot more than it did with mine. So the Holocaust in many ways is talked about as an important event, but in terms of how it impacted the Jewish people, it's far more, it resonates more with Israelites than it does for like Americans. So I'd like to see how that is like represented, or how much detail they go into, and stuff that we miss out on learning, you know? I guess I could just buy a book or something and read that, but teaching is kind of different. You learn it kind of different. I'm so glad that part is over. It's always a relief to get through that area. Yeah, I'm not saying it doesn't. I would just say that in general, it probably would resonate for people of Israel more, just for the sheer sake that your Jewish population is much higher than America's, right? Like, in America, let's say, the American Revolution impacted, like, the French Revolution, right? And then in that way, it had a larger impact, but I would say that the American Revolution is fucking beaten to death in the American school system versus France or England or something like that, if that makes sense. You know, all history is tangentially related, but to what extent, I think there's always more or less depending on where you live, right? Like, to Americans, the Holocaust is an important event in world history. In Israel, it's more of an important event to, like, a cultural kind of shared experience. Are we talking specifically in Germany? Or are we talking about... I guess we'd be talking about Germany, right? The Third Reich. And I don't know if you'd get... Maybe you would, I don't know. But I don't think we should be afraid to talk about those things, like, or should be censored for them. Obviously the things they stand for are ugly and terrible, but saying their names and stuff, right? Okay. Like, I think one of the things that people need to learn is that they shouldn't be afraid of history. Like, Germany just recently... So, after the Third Reich and World War II and all that stuff, and the Holocaust, of course, Germany went so far left, they became super socialist because they wanted to try to run away from their history of being right-wing fascists. And basically they just tried to ignore that history for so long that I think it probably did a lot of people a disservice. I mean, you just need to acknowledge the things that happen, you know? Gotcha. Gotcha.
whole thing they put there. Shit.
I think it's certainly a good lesson to learn because it teaches you a little bit of something about the power of allowing us like few to get so incredibly powerful in a country, and also how we as human beings treat each other and how people should treat each other, you know? So, but right. That's a lesson that can extend much further than just in like a history classroom. Like, as a person, we should all be looking to learn from our past because we make plenty of mistakes, right? Treaty of Versailles. Well, in my opinion, as a person who has studied history, the Treaty of Versailles is probably the most integral moment, probably in the modern age, because of the way the Allied powers split up the Middle East. Essentially, they just kind of took pieces for themselves, and especially, I mean, England specifically, but America and France. And then also, because the sanctions were so harsh against Germany, it set Germany so far back financially that they had to look for more radical ways to kind of get back on the world scene, which is why someone like Adolf Hitler had such a positive look for those people, because he was promising, you know, I mean, if you look at the rhetoric, is very similar to kind of Trump rhetoric, right? That we're gonna come back better than ever and all this kind of stuff. Super nationalism, that kind of thing. Yeah, that moment, the Treaty of Versailles, which Woodrow Wilson was a brilliant man in terms of how things he knew. He was a smart man. He was, I think, the president of Princeton, but he was a fervent racist, and didn't give a shit about how he treated people. and that led to a lot of issues that we're still dealing with today, and specifically issues that Israel is dealing with today, because America, France, and Great Britain were so fucking greedy. We kind of just made a whole fucking shitfest of the Middle East, unfortunately. Now people, the mistakes of our fathers and grandfathers we're inheriting today, which is unfortunate. That's a dude. You know, unfortunately, if we thought more about how the best thing for people in general, instead of just our own countries and shit, I think we'd be a whole lot better off. But at that time, America just wanted to become a top dog, so they didn't really care about anybody's feelings or how it would resolve or anything like that. We could have avoided this whole thing if we were a little bit smarter and a little bit more forward-thinking, but holy combos. Unfortunately, we were just selfish, so. Which led to World War II, and then World War II led to the continual fight of America versus Russia, or USSR, because we just wanted to have a whole dick measuring contest. And if people cared less about how important they were and more about other people, we'd be a lot better off. But unfortunately, that's just not how things are. Kind of went on a tirade there, and I apologize. The only thing we can really do is just try to be better in the future. Learn from the mistakes of our parents and shit. I hate this. Anyway, I hope you do well in your test. Fuck. Oh, bro. Are you gonna be kind? Yes. That guy with the bow and arrow has just the best aim. No! Fuck me! Where the fuck did you come from? Oh my god, there's a million. Well, the door should still be open. What else is going on? Do you follow any sports? Oh, sorry. I'm trying to think of, can you maybe expound upon that a little more? Like, what does that mean? Do you have like a standardized test from the educational system, and then like you have school that just has like projects and shit? Or what is that? Does that mean that your test is weighted like 70% since it's on that particular subject? I don't know if I understand exactly what that means. If you care to expound. You don't have to if you don't want. Oh, okay. Does that mean like, is it just like being there? Like 30% of your grade is like existing as a person, like coming to class? Or like your conduct? Because that'd be really fucking stupid. If you're a genius but you're a fucking douchebag, you should still at least get good grades. I think I'm just more confused now than I was before. I'm trying to pick up what you're laying down, but I'm not so sure I understand. Are you just saying like it's a educational strategy that was used by Jewish people under Greek occupation? Is that what I'm understanding? Oh, kill him. Thank you. Okay. So like this 30%, is it like what is it like is it what I was saying, like how you act, or is it just like an evaluation of some sort? Hey, what the fuck? Oh, okay. So it's like busy work stuff? It's kind of shit. Okay. I was ready for one of those statues to come to life, and he was like, nah, bruh. Nah, bruh. Not today, bruh. One more. Come on. You. When do you wake up? Not that one. That one's got a shield. You. Sweet. Oh. Alright. Not today, Satan. Oh, okay, so there's like a standard from the country, and then your school, you basically learn stuff that deviates maybe from that standard. That makes sense to me. In America, essentially you have state standards, which our state comes up with, that every school in the state has to abide by, and then you have standards set by the country. So there's like basically two different things that you have to learn, but most of them overlap. I just wanted to kill him a little bit. I think, interesting. Get to read like classics and stuff, like Homer, Iliad, Odyssey type shit. Oh, I see. Okay, so it's called. That's usually called a classical like style of learning, right? I kind of think that's kind of cool, personally. But the question is, how like applicable is it? I don't really know. Or like helpful in life. Dude, in America, they don't even teach you how to like write checks or pay a mortgage or any of that stuff. You know? They're just like, they'll figure it out. They're good kids, they'll figure it out. I would say learning that stuff certainly makes you more cultured. And I think people would think you're more intelligent, but I don't know if knowing things like that automatically makes you more intelligent. Okay. This is that. Later, dudes. Let's see if we can get a sweet plunge attack on one of these guys. No, I cannot. Sorry, nameless user. Okay, sounds good. That's kind of shit, but alright. I gotta answer your question about my nephew. I missed that. It's a little bit cut because he has so much health, but alright. Resin. Sure don't. Okay. What am I doing? Thank God. That was rough, actually. This next one might be rough, too, because it's going to have extra health and you can fucking summon people and shit. Shit. I think 32 or 33 is soft cam. Tricky it up. Tricky it up. But I'm getting close, closer to the prize at the end of the road. All night long, every day. Feeling that I feel the most, feel coming back when I see your ghost. On to the next one, on to the next one, and I'm on to the next one. I wish this went faster. Alright, this guy has terrible hitboxes, so let's hope it doesn't affect the fight. Thought I could run underneath it, but apparently not. Got spikies on the sword, I never noticed that. Damn it. Do a heavy attack. Yes, okay, cool. What? What the hell is that sword swing? I actually got caught in it. I'm so caught up in you, little sword. You're the one that's got me down on my knees. So caught up in you, little sword. Oh, I forgot to go fight the pursuer back at. I'll have to do it. fuck am I? What the fuck is this? That's not good. Fucking what? I was absolutely 110% behind him, so how the hell could I have gotten hit by that? It's kind of bad. Kind of bad, DS2. Get away from the wall. Why is that hitting? It always seems so safe, but it's absolutely not. This is like, he's like the broken hitbox master. Ugh. Excuse me. So dumb. Guess I just had to step away from it a little bit. That worked. That didn't go particularly well either, but we'll take it. I want to say 33 is ADP soft cam. You can just look it up, I guess. Okay. So agility 88, I think is. Oh, okay. So we're already above that. So we have almost half a second of iframes. 6. Yeah, we need to get to 114 to get 15 iframes. Okay. Oh, yes, yet another great level in this game. Ugh. Why can we not lock on to the goddamn weird fish frog thing?
We
Was it necessary to kill all those guys? No. Did it feel good? Yes. Just fuck those guys. Jeez, it takes a lot. What the fuck are you doing? What are we doing? Like, actually, what are we doing? Yeah, let's get fucked up by some weird rodent things. I knew there was some down there and I should have taken that slower, but I didn't. We're gonna try to run through. I'm feeling impatient. Jesus Christ. Didn't get very far. I go waiting for her touch. I'm gonna wasting my youth. I'll grow up next summer. Should have lost her number. What in the actual fuck? Can we do things? Okay. I'm still young, I'm wasted, and I'm not getting younger. Why did I not shoot an arrow? Still want more of those fucking rodent fuckers? How are you so fast? He's actually still fucking chasing me. Holy shit, look at this. I have never, in all my 26 years, seen that. fucking nuts. Look at this motherfucker. Are you serious? Yeah, go home. Are you too good for your home? Oh yes, come here. What? Those guys don't matter. There go, that guy. Okay. Oh, there was one more. Guess not? Okay. That wasn't too bad. Couple rough goes, but we made the best of it. Now for the most pointless and stupid boss in the entire game. What? Peculiar Kindle lore, huh? Peculiar Kindle lore, you're on my shit list, dude. Okay. That's a move you have? birthday. I don't want over your touch. Doing great work with that shield dog. Is it saying he's blocking these? Because he's not blocking them. Ah, the hitbox. Dark Souls 2 is really just hitbox porn, honestly. Yeah, first of all, I didn't see that you asked me about my nephew's birthday. Thank you for asking. It was pretty good. We weren't there for too long, but I got some cake. I got to spend some time with my nephew. I used to watch him, babysit him once a week, but I haven't been recently because of some physical and mental health issues. So it was good to see him and spend some time with him. So. Yeah, well, you know, all that stuff we're just trying to work through and get right. But it's nice to just have the family together, at the very least. You can only control what you can control and try to get things together the best you can, right? So, I need to kill the pursuer. I want to check out that key. I forget what that quest keys are. Yeah. Sorry if it was too loud. That's Aldia. He's the last boss of the game if you do certain things in the game. If you were unaware. He shows up at a few bonfires. I didn't even notice, to be honest, because I've done it so many times. This one. Yeah, I mean, I was just, so when I graduated with my master's, it's almost 2 years now, I guess. But I haven't really been able to find the job I want and stuff. So that's been giving me some anxiety and stress and stuff that I've been dealing with. And from that, I've been having some physical health issues because of my mental state. So yeah, anyway, we're working through it. I got a good support system and stuff, so I'm just trying to figure out what's making me happy right now, you know? And streaming has been a very positive part of that too. A very good outlet for me, so. It gives me the Ring of Blades +2. Oh shit. If I beat him. Which will be a nice improvement. Oh no, that's fucked up. Don't kill me, please. So DS2. So for one, in most games you're getting given a flat amount of iframes. In this game, you actually have to spend souls to get iframes. Essentially, you got to put some points into ADP with its adaptation, which gives you agility, which gives you more iframes when you roll. So, like, when you play this game SL1, which is no leveling, right, you basically have, I think, 3 iframes? I think it's 3. So you have very small amount of window to dodge, essentially. So that shit's pretty fucking broken. I have beaten this game SL1 with a friend offline, and I hope to never have to do it again. But we'll do it again if we have to. Okay, right now he seems to be kind of broken. So there's that. Also, there's like 40 some bosses total with why am I not full health? What did I get hit by? And a lot of them have really horrible hitboxes. Or just another thing that that's kind of a big thing in Dark Souls 2 is gank fights. So multiple bosses in one fight, or having minions in a fight, or something like that. So that kind of leads to the allure of Dark Souls 2 being kind of fucked. Oh, I thought I could strafe it. Really sick of that move. Like, incredibly sick of it. He's gonna do it again. That should be it. Yeah, it's an interesting game. I actually did not care for it too much my first playthrough, but it warmed up. I warmed up to it. I think I like it better than 1. I don't think it's a better game than 1. I just like it better than 1. If you've ever played the first one. But it is, it just kind of took, like, the difficulty aspect and turned it up, like, 30 times. So, like, I just got done with the Shrine of Amana and Iron Keep today. Those are 2 of probably the worst areas in Souls. And then there is Horsefuck Valley, which is not its official name. But it's called that because you are, like, basically... Oh, you're basically blinded by snow, and then out of nowhere comes these giant reindeer horse things that just, like, one-shot you. And they suck really bad. So I played on stream this game not too long ago, and it took me probably 5 hours to get through that part. And it was awful. I was also using a pretty bad weapon. But DS3, so, like, easy is kind of a relative term. Dark Souls 3 has, like, I think the most fair mechanics. And it's the most refined fighting system, which makes it actually, like, you know, enjoyable to play and stuff. Okay, I'm just gonna go this way. Later, dude. So I think, like, yeah, and the bosses all... If you make a mistake, for the most part, it's usually your fault. You know, and in this game, in DS1, you can get hit by shit that is absolutely not your fault. Which doesn't really feel good, particularly. Like, so far, I mean, I'm doing the Champions Covenant in this one, which I don't know if you saw the command or not, but essentially it gives all the bosses New Game Plus health, and they do 50% more damage to me when you join the Covenant. So, it's not been too bad so far, but there'll be a part. I don't know if I'm going to do DLC, I probably will. But, like, there's some hiccups here, but I'm going to do DS3 Calamity Ring, which is a ring that makes you take double damage from every enemy. I would assume that this will be more difficult than that. Getting Invader is the question. Yeah, so typically your first new game cycle will be the easiest in my... I've never... Well, have I done... Yeah, I've done New Game Plus with Bloodborne. So the purpose being is that you're pretty scaled. Like, you have all the levels from the previous games. So a lot of the early game bosses got a little health increase and you have a large damage increase. So it shouldn't be too bad. Now, when you get to like the NG plus 5, 6, 7s, that's when it gets to be fucked. But you also have the benefit of having been able to collect a bunch of things throughout your playthroughs, right? So you can use oh, Pearl? Was that pretty decent? Like, difficulty-wise? What the fuck? Bash my brains in. Oh, now we're moving. Alright. Yeah, I think that it shouldn't be too bad. On DS3 I did a NG plus to NG plus 7. Actually, Bloodborne only gets more difficult up to NG plus 6. But the top for Dark Souls 3 is 7. I've gone all the way through. Some of the bosses do get very hard, but like Midir and Gale have pretty huge, what's the word I'm looking for? Manipulations. So like, Gale can be poisoned, and Midir is weak to this one magic. I'm dead. I think Midir is weak to Pestilent Mist, and so I mean, he can be poisoned whenever, but so if you're familiar with the Road to Sacrifices, you can actually farm this one enemy. It's a Corvian. It's the leader. He has the staff. It's called a Storyteller Staff. And if you can get the Storyteller Staff and upgrade it, and basically it just has a poison mist it can shoot out. and you can just keep on hitting him with the poison mist, and it will poison him. And poison does like a percent of health, and in new game plus cycles it just adds health, so it does a lot of health damage. That's actually how I beat him in New Game Plus 7, just because I got fucking tired of fighting him. I believe the one that hurts my deer is called Pestilent Mist. Okay, we'll do 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Oh, I thought he was going to dunk me. Oh my fucking god. He actually just did a 180 and hit me with that shit. Okay. So it's a good mental reminder of how many hits you can get in on. So every weapon kind of, you can get a different amount of hits on. So if I was going to do this again, which I'm going to have to, I know that I can get 7 hits in without draining my stamina bar. Before I got less hits in because I was dumping my whole stamina bar into it. So I'd get 4 hits, but then my stamina bar would be gone. I have to wait for my stamina bar to come all the way up. So counting it was just a kind of mental reminder of telling me how many hits I could get in the next time if I'd have to do it. It's a pretty good tool. Like when I was doing fists only, you can learn how many hits you can get in and stuff by just like counting it out. A lot of times I'm just thinking about it, but if you vocalize it, I think that helps a little bit more. And I got hit by that? Interesting. I have no fucking... I wanted to do this. Don't hit me, please. So 3 there, right? Full stamina bar, 1, 2, 3, full stamina bar, and we're gonna get 1 more in. Actually, I have more than that in. The counting was pretty bad. Wow, he did not look like he was gonna do another move. If I could get him away from the walls, that'd be great. 1, 2. Hey, no problem, man. Glad that you're in the channel viewing and all that shit. What game are you playing? I've been playing a lot of it, dude, man. So, I just got done with Dark Souls 3 all bosses fists only. I did soul level 1, which is no leveling. We're just trying out some challenge runs. And this one's kind of a minor challenge run, not very hard at all. So, I don't know if I know what Bugged Fables is. Are you doing Metro, the first one or the second one? Are there more than two? I played the first one. The first one was very good. For some reason, I just never played the second one. Or is it just Redux?
Until.
Just keep on dumping it into damage, man. Are you playing today? Are you saying that you're playing on Tuesday? Did you get done today already? Already? That's kind of relative.
You. What?
I gotta check them out. There's a bunch of games I want to check out. Ooh, she's got those now.
Visit me again. Whenever you please.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Gotcha. Do you usually do, like, is your stream usually, like, first playthroughs and stuff? Weird monkey dog ass thing. Shit, I forgot. This one from the King's Ring. Pretty cool. I do 2 streams a day usually, hopefully. My first half is usually Dark Souls or Bloodborne or something Souls related, and then I play Smite, which is a MOBA at night. Most of my friends are home and stuff like that. I had really good viewership with Smite, and I usually don't have that good of viewership, so it's kind of weird. But those are the 2 game series that I like a lot. The Dark Souls slot is also kind of open for first playthroughs. I got a couple things in mind for Dark Souls coming up, and then I think that Final Fantasy VII Remake is coming out on PC in April, so I want to play the original on stream, and then I'll play the remake. I played them both, the remake several times and the original many times, but it's a very good game. It's one of my favorite games. So, I never really played a MOBA for it, and I just kind of fell in love with it. So, no, and a lot of my friends play it too, so we have a good time. Dude, so I had the pretty distinct pleasure of not having played the original, and then I played the remake and loved it. I actually watched someone play it first, was like, this game is fucking awesome. I went and I played the remake and was like, I gotta get my hands on the original. I played the original, and I would say the original is better than most games that come out in like right now, 2021. Just a fucking fantastic game. And if anyone hasn't had the chance to play it, I hope they can stop by the stream and just see it, because it's great. It's probably a defining game of video games. So, I have played through Sekiro one time. It is very difficult, and I got done with the final boss, Ishin, and I was like, all right, I'm good. I'm good for now. It took me a very long time to beat him. Admittedly, I did not master that game. I was, at best, good enough. So. Fuck out of my way. Jesus. I thought about playing it again on stream. I've watched a lot of Sekiro content. So, yeah, I mean, it is, the thing about it is it's very different from Souls in terms of game mechanics. So, it's kind of like a departure from what I know best. We're getting really great RNG here. No arguments. Okay, and then he did this. You can do Fireball? No, okay. Okay, that was a troll. Alright, we're getting fire. I appreciate the tab. I'll be looking out for you tomorrow. I might just hop on your stream. Check you out. At the very least, I'll tab. But some mechanics are a little bit not as pronounced. I mean, I'm not going to say they're not there because they are, but it's mostly the deflected stuff. We're also heading to yet another totally fucked section of the game. I tried to see if Gilligan was at the Majula. After this, we got some boss cleanup to do. Yeah, so have you ever played it? Where's the fucking door? Am I stupid? Okay. So, essentially, the enemy will do an attack, right? And the whole game is based off of every time they do an attack, you hit left bumper or L1 on the PlayStation controller, and you block. And it's very timing based, right? So it's if you get a perfect deflection, it breaks. It does a little bit of posture damage. And posture essentially is just a bar on the bottom that builds and builds and builds based upon how many perfect deflections you get. So you want a perfect deflect, perfect deflect, perfect deflect, and once their bar gets totally full, then you can stab them and take one of their health bars away. So it's not really as much about attacking as it is about deflecting over and over again. You can get like a partial block, which won't do any damage to you, but won't do any posture damage to them. It's very different because in Souls you're trying to avoid attacks altogether. In that game you're trying to manage them or time them perfectly. It's more similar to a rhythm game like Guitar Hero than it is to like a Dark Souls game. Which sounds weird, but it is. very rhythm-based.
Visit me again, whenever you please.
Yeah, I certainly have a lot of respect for people who are really good at it because it is, it is very difficult.
I'll be around.
And I've seen guys like Lil Aggie. He plays it on. Has played it and beaten it on a dance pad, which isn't necessarily unique for Souls games, but it's different for that particular game. There's many people who have done it no hit, and no hit actually requires you to get a perfect deflect every time. So if you block, that counts as a hit. So, I mean, it's a very technical, very what's the word I'm looking for? Like, precise game. Which, once again, I have a lot of respect for people who can do that because it is hard. Very similar, I think I said this before, like Star Wars Fallen Order basically just takes the game's fighting mechanic and just lifts it. It's essentially the same game, but in Star Wars. So, I think I was saying the dance pad thing isn't unique. There are a lot of people who play Souls or FromSoft games on the dance pad. Right, yeah. There's a lot of people who do that. A lot of females do it. People have beaten Dark Souls 3 with the Donkey Kong bongo drums. They've beaten it with bananas that are hooked up to like diodes. So they have all these weird challenge runs. A lot of people play on dance pad. I saw Biotic Nova do it a few weeks ago. She was getting her ass kicked, but she was doing it. I'm sure probably at this point someone has no hit a Dark Souls game on a dance pad. Yeah, people are doing all sorts of weird shit. So, there was a guy who got Doom to run. So, I don't know if you've seen this, but you can run Doom on a actual pregnancy test because it has such low system requirements. A guy actually got Doom to work by using only the power from potatoes to run it. The only problem is, potatoes rot. So, he didn't really think that one through, and then like a week into the experiment, the potatoes started rotting, so. But yeah, there's a lot of people doing crazy stuff. That's why, I didn't sit at that bonfire. What I'm doing here is just, modest, to say the best. But yeah, there's a lot smarter people than me doing a lot smarter things. I'm trying to think of other. What if someone's done it with their feet? The Squilla, his name is Squilla. He was doing with his girlfriend. She would control one side of the controller and he'd control the other. And they got to, I think, down to a one-hit PB, but then they broke up. So, oops. But imagine trying to play this game with only controlling one part of the controller. It's nuts. Wonder if someone's beating it with a Guitar Hero controller. I mean, there's someone. I'm sure there's someone doing it. Right. That's what I mean. Some people get irritated because they'll be like, okay, we did Dark Souls Are you serious? I guess if he hits you with that first, you just can't. Yeah, he's a good guy. I know that he had to take time off of streaming too because it really affected him. Women can do that to you, but he's back now. He's doing just as good as he was. So yeah, Skula was talking about before too, like, okay, he's doing the trilogy no damage, right? And that's like a different category than no hit because you can't like take fall damage or fire damage, which means you can't use red tearstone ring and stuff like that you would use in a regular run. But he was talking about how people will be like, okay, I'm going to do no damage short sword or something, to the point where it's just starting to get like, become a parody of itself, because what does that actually mean? What does that actually mean, right? Did he finally get the trilogy, or was it a 0 damage run of DS3? I've watched about all the goddamn content all those guys have put out. At some point. I used to work at a job while I was getting my master's. I would sit in a computer lab waiting for kids to take tests at a small college, and like nobody ever came, so I had to find ways to entertain myself. Yeah. He's working on the trilogy right now. I haven't really seen him make a whole lot of progress, but I should have stayed at I was doing that. Dude, the combo. What? He was still comboing? Jesus Christ. So, here's the deal. The reason why I'm doing this, like fighting these guys, if you don't kill them, these guys on the side with like the dragon armor on, they all attack you, and it makes it totally terrible. Yet there is a person who's beaten the game with no running, no rolling. I think it was NG +7 too. I think his name is Deck. He's from France, I think. DECC, if you're interested. DS3. See, let's look here. Deck DS3. No rolling. He has one that's no rolling or blocking. Okay, so you can run. He's also done Madeir, no rolling, sprinting, or blocking. So he did a world's first fat. Oh wait, no, that was. Why did it give me Skula? And then Nems has also done it. I guess I was wrong about the deck thing. I thought I would see him do it, but Nems is one of the most heralded DS3 runners. He broke the speedrun world record for it quite a few times. He's British. He's also very funny. If you haven't watched Nems' tier list of all Dark Souls bosses, I would highly recommend it. It is very funny. That's just not going to get it done. like I said, what I'm doing here, just a drop in the bucket. Mad Lance. I mean, we're talking like Bloodborne too, like Bloodborne, guns only runs. I know quite a few people have done that. Which on the surface seems like it'd be like an impossibility, but they do it. It's all about getting to know how to do the boss mechanics and little mechanics in the game, right? They used bone marrow ash and all that shit. Get cheese, dude. And the hard part is you can't really use any of the runes that give you more vials because you have to use them to give you more bullets. Even though you can use your own blood as bullets. Are we blocking the arrows? Motherfucker. Oh, I got hit with that, okay. I should have stayed at home. I would have been better. Or if I can just cheese it. It looks good. Oh, love Dark Humor. Now, I guess there's a line at some point, but if like you said something that crossed a line for me, I wouldn't get mad or anything. I don't care. But other people might, you know. But I'm okay with Dark Humor. So I have to kill this guy so the rest of these guys don't fight me, so hopefully it goes well. Oh, that was an airman. Oh, fuck me. Oh, Jesus. That's funny. See, there's nothing. So, how long ago was he your prime minister? Oh, I forgot it. Oh, well, this is going to be scuffed, but we're going to go with it. Was it like a long time ago? Because if it was like a long time ago, who cares? That's like probably before. That was before you were born, right? Fuck it. Who cares? Oh, come on. I'm honestly just impressed that you would know a political figure from before you were born. Most American kids wouldn't even give a shit about that. This cheese is pretty good. Eat shit. Yeah, so like I think I told you this before, but I taught a college class for screenwriting, and I wrote a movie. I have a whole movie that I wrote, 90 pages. That's it's a dark dramedy, so it's a lot of dark humor. Well, I mean, like, yeah, but like American kids, they do, like, you asked them to name 10 presidents, they couldn't, right? That well. Hopefully this doesn't hit me. Okay, we're fine. What the fuck doing there? Are you serious? I don't know, man. I think you're giving him a little bit too much credit. As a person who has taught children, I know they have very drastic limitations. Yeah, that shit was dumb. It's fine, though. The only problem with this boss, most of the time, is he takes so long to kill that it'll break your goddamn weapons. So that's why I had to, like... Oh? Switch mid-fight to a different weapon. So, the hitboxes on this boss are horrific. Okay? So, the really only way to beat him is with this cheese. Like, I know who Golda Meir is, right? But I don't think anybody else... Nah. Very few people in America would. But yeah, I mean, like, JFK, I know a lot about JFK, but do most people know? People can't remember what happened last fucking week, for God's sake. What they had for breakfast. Just most people in America just worry about very different things, like me, for instance. I know it looks like I'm clipping his toenails, but it's necessary. If you want to do all bosses in this game, you gotta kill this thing. And he's just the worst, so. He has a giant soul, so giant souls are needed to kill Vendrick. Vendrick is the dude that we walk past every kill to do with the bell. Looks like he canceled him that move. That was a little weird. Alright, so this is a different fire attack, so I'm going to make sure I'm clear of his body when he comes down, yeah. So, another fine addition in Dark Souls 2 is that every time you die, you lose part of your health bar. Because you become more rotten. Okay? And so I'm using this ring right here, the Ring of Binding, to kind of curb that. But if I took it off, look at how much health I actually lose. So this is where my health would be right now if I didn't have the Ring of Binding on. But I have the Ring of Binding on, so it stops it a little bit. So that's where the Ring of Binding stops it. But otherwise it would continue to deplete my health bar to a point, and then it would stop. So DS2 is just like a whole mess of fun things. And yes, finally, thank God. So does that make sense? Like every time you die, you just lose more max health. Unless you're using the ring or you use a human effigy. It's definitely an experience playing this game. Let's just put it that way. Look at this here, okay. It isn't. It is not. It is a very frustrating game, and they give you the Ring of Binding very early, but if you don't know where to look for it, yeah. You're gonna have a bad time. I need to go to here. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. if you'll die a lot, you get hit one shot by anything. No, because it actually it'll stop at a point. I don't know if it's like half, but it does stop at some point. And I know you were being sarcastic about it being a forgiving game. I make fun of Dark Souls 1 for having a lot of quote-unquote artificial difficulty, but this game does too. Let's hope this goes right. I hate this boss very much because its hitboxes make no sense. Can't see shit. That's just the product of bad RNG. So what happened is, you want to wait for the fire at the beginning so you can bypass it. Then there's a giant fucking statue that falls, you want to bypass that. Maybe I'm just a genuine guy. But yeah, so there's a bunch of bullshit, and then I got hit through the fucking bullshit, basically. I got hit by something? Fucking horseshit. That is the worst move that he has. Because you can be between his legs and he'll still hit you with it like he's fucking Rafa Nadal head ass. May need to update that reference because I don't know how prominent he is anymore. Of course I missed the last hit. Why wouldn't I have? There we go. Yeah, like, there just was not a whole lot I could do there. Hopefully I don't get hit by a fireball here, because I think I had some souls, yeah. Okay, they were trying. You see that? They were fucking trying. Sweet. Then we can fight Vendor. But first, let's talk about Jewel. What's your favorite sport? Do you follow a sport religiously? I hope it's not soccer, because that's one of the only sports... I don't want to say only sports. Hockey. But I would not know a damn thing about soccer. And I'm sorry, I'm a product of America. And we have some sort of personal vendetta against soccer. I figured that it probably is soccer.
Visit me again.
Yeah.
Whenever you...
What's your team? What FC? That's the extent of my knowledge. Do I not? Oh. Okay.
Don't waste my time.
So for doing all bosses, I think there's three in each DLC, so that's 9. We have the one rat boss, that's 10. There's another boss, the Dragon Slayer boss, which is 11. There's 3 bosses right at the end, that's 14. Like, somewhere between 14 to 18 bosses left. Oh, are you a gymnast? My sister, my mom was, I think, a high school into college gymnast. My sister did gymnastics for a while too, but gave it up. She was too tall. I'm a big fan of watching gymnastics during the Olympics. It's my favorite thing to watch.
I'll be around.
I don't know if you got a chance to see the. There was a documentary on Netflix about American gymnastics, but essentially it's all about the guy from Michigan State who molested all those girls. But it's more largely a dialogue on how mistreated these girls are. Oh, I gotcha. Here. Not that one, fuck. Any big names from, like, gymnastics? Who? Gabby Douglas? I know the ones that I think are hot. Or did think were hot at one time. The short one, Shawn Johnson, just is pregnant, I think. Big fan of Shawn Johnson back in the day. Huge fan. Nope, wrong way. Not necessarily because of her abilities, but, you know. We're going to make Kayla Maroney. Although she had some rough stuff with that whole Michigan State thing. Not to objectify her in that regard, because she did have such... Nastia Lukin. Who are the twins that were American gymnastics in, like, 2004 to 8? Ham? Are they Ham brothers? Dude. I mean, I like watching for the, you know, all the things, but I also like watching for all the things. You know? But I just mentioned, I think they're the Ham brothers, right? I don't know any of the international non-Americans. Okay. So who's like the biggest name in gymnastics right now? Do you keep up with that? Who won the Mr. Olympia? So in bodybuilding, if you're not using steroids, you're not really trying. There's no way you could beat out a guy, or you could compete in that sport without taking steroids, no matter what someone tries to tell you. I think I've seen that guy. Yeah. Didn't really forget, I just forgot it was right there. Okay, let me heal, and then you can do whatever you want. Cool. What do you mean by gear? You mean just like... Is that an all-encompassing term that also includes steroids? Right, right. I mean, so steroids and like HGH, but that's like kind of a general idea of like people in all sports, right? Like baseball, a lot of people are taking human growth hormone, but you still got to get into the gym and shit. They allow for recovery and stuff like that, but like I think you said previously, I can't. Yeah, I know. What's his name? Ronnie Coleman, like, I think you stated before, like, yeah, he took steroids, but also he's a genetic freak. You know, like, PEDs can only get you so far. Like, some skinny 100-pound guy could take PEDs, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to help him any. I think it's right here. Right, yeah. I mean, it's like being at, like, Miss Universe or Miss USA or something and not coming in first place. Like, man, it must be sad to be super beautiful anyway. I can't even fucking see, so I'll try my best to hit this guy, but don't go off screen. Thank you. I mean, have you ever seen Pumping Iron? I'm sure you have. But like, you have... Oh. But like the way that Arnold was looking at oh, what's his name? Shit. Italian dude was the Incredible Hulk. Lou Ferrigno. Like he's looking at him like he's some chump. And he's just like a monster in his own right. Are you talking about Arnie? No, I mean, like, if you watch Pumping Iron, he just kind of was like, yeah, I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger, you're nothing. You know? Like... Now, like, Arnold Schwarzenegger, at one point, like, his big thing was, like... You mean like show like Mr. Olympia, like that kind of show? Now, okay, so like Arnold Schwarzenegger, he used to say like you always want to go in the gym and switch up your routine. Some days you want to go in and go super heavy and just do like as many reps as you can and shock your muscles and stuff. To some degree, you know, I mean, like, he's correct, but a lot of normal humans can't do that. A, because of genetics, B, because they're not taking steroids, right? So, like, in some cases, I don't want to discount his achievements, but he should also note that some of those achievements were done under enhancements that normal people may not be able to live up to, you know what I mean? Some people can because they're freaks, but not all of us are able to, you know, get in the gym and give 110% and do the highest weight we can every week. I don't know about any of the poses. But I guess that just meant that he had to like suck in his belly and then do a bicep flex. Arnold's kind of a dickhead, but he did take the shit very seriously. Like on Pumping Iron, he said his dad passed away in Austria. His mom asked him if he would come home and go to his dad's funeral, and he said no because he was training for the Olympia. So I mean, like, you gotta admire his commitment, but he wasn't always the nicest guy. But he's the, I mean, there's just a few in the history of bodybuilding that have lived up to his kind of like level. So Ronnie Coleman, Jay Cutler, that kind of thing. Will this give you enough to get a level? I think it's barely enough. But, you know, I mean, it's to be expected because just like bodybuilding in general, there's a certain level of bravado, right? You know, there's a manliness factor. Try to all 5 of the souls. Let's see, giant souls, 5, cool. We need to go here. Like, I don't know about your relationship with your dad, but my parents broke up before I was even a year old, and so I only got to see my dad on the weekends. And then I got older, and we moved out of state, and so I only got to see him every once in a while. But since the day my parents divorced and weren't living together, my dad has called me every single day of my life. And we have had a conversation on the phone probably almost every day of my life. I may not have picked up a couple times because I was busy or something. He literally calls me at least once a day. He's probably one of my best friends, closest people that I have in my life. So imagine like your dad dying, and just being like, well, I've got to train for this bodybuilding event, so fuck it. Dear Lord. Go this way? Now, I can't speak for their relationship, so maybe their relationship was tough, but... I need him to get away from this wall. So this is yet another kind of boring fight, but if he hits you, you pretty much just die in one hit. It's awful. Right. I mean, it's just got to be like at a level of insane focus. But I mean, yeah. I mean, for me, it was always like something that was just like, I didn't know anything else, so it never really bothered me. You know. I didn't really like notice other people like having families and stuff and mine being broken up or anything like that. So. But yeah, to your point, like it's just laser focus, which once again, normal humans don't have that kind of commitment, you know. And maybe it just shows kind of maybe a lack of compassion on the side of Arnold, but I don't know. He's a god for a reason.
Well, visit me again, whenever you please.
Let's go clean up some of these side fights. But I mean, he had all kind of, I don't know, you might have to have like a god complex to be that kind of person though, right? Because like, Arnold obviously cheated on his wife and was unfaithful, had a kid out of wedlock and all that kind of stuff, so you know, maybe to be great you also have to have like no empathy, no sympathy, and just be a fucking a monster with a single mindset, right? Like just nothing but working out at the gym, you know, 5 hours a day or whatever it is. Could you imagine that? Like even Jay Cutler, like, I forgot what I was watching, but he has his wife, like, first of all, he has to eat every 4 hours. So, otherwise he'd lose his water weight. Okay. I'm not a fan of what's transpiring. Because she's gonna do fire on the ground and I'm gonna get killed by it? Yep. How did they not get killed by it? What fuck? Oh. Oh, this is fucked up. That's a good way to put it. I mean, look at... Are you into, like, wrestling? Because, like, Andre the Giant... I mean, they'll be talking about Andre the Giant after I'm dead. And about just how incredible he was inside and stuff, right? But he couldn't live a normal life. Like, people were always, like, looking at him and pointing at him. And even when he went to a hotel, they said that he was so big, he couldn't use a toilet. So he'd have to poop in a bathtub. And they'd run water and just try to disintegrate it with the water. Like, that shit is fucking... I mean, but, like, he's been dead for, what? Almost 40 years now? Probably close to? I gotta imagine it was late 80s, probably. And, like, he's as much a part of the general consciousness of wrestling fans as he ever was. Are you really gonna do this now? Like circus strongmen, are you talking about? Where they're just like a spectacle because they're so huge? Or like they're like a attraction? Is that what you mean? I gotta remember to move that. Oh, okay.
You have MS. Oh.
Clearly I'm not familiar, I guess. Interesting. Put me in the shallow water before I get too deep. That is a lot of weight. I think I've seen someone bench press like 1,000 pounds. Maybe that's not true. It's like 800. It might have been like 800, but just imagine that kind of strength and the amount of dedication that it would take to fucking do it. Imagine being the guy who had his record broken by 1 kilo. Gotta do a guy like that. Come on, dude. Are you talking about for bench press? Yeah, it's pretty, what's the word I'm looking for? It's kind of artificially inflated that way. I forgot there are all these guys over here too. What the fuck? Oh, what the hell? I think I was using the wrong sword before. That's why he wasn't dying so quickly. That makes sense. Why the hell did he just stop moving entirely? Okay, fuck your shield. Yeah, it definitely was the wrong sword. Yeah, it's like this. Another thing with the bench press too is you can leverage momentum as well, right? So you can drop it and then push it off your chest. So you can get pretty good. Really? You get pretty good numbers that way too. I don't know necessarily. Are you serious? Like what the standard is for that particular kind of lifting, but bro, this is some fucked up shit. Can I shoot you from here? I've never had to do this before, but here we are. Almost makes me wish I was spending my time doing something like more intensive than you could just have your chest up to the bar? I imagine you wouldn't have very much leverage that way, but the point remains. I don't feel proud of what I've done, but it had to be done. I think I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna go into the DLCs today. Hopefully, be able to polish this off tomorrow, unless I get stuck in Ilium Moist, which is a very distinct possibility. Well, I think part of it is that the sport probably wants big numbers, right? So I don't know if they'd adjust it simply because A, there's been a standard set already, and B, you are able to actually put up big numbers, which when we see things like 1,000-pound bench press, it's a pretty big, like, headline, right? I mean, like, you're impressed by that, you know? So I don't know if a standard would ever be changed, but it probably should. In terms of, like, legitimacy, it probably should, right? So yeah, and getting back to this game, there is quite a bit of game left. I could very well beat it tomorrow if I put in some good time, but whew. Who knows? It might be a 2-day thing, which is okay with me. It's more content. I think the Dark Souls 3 run will only take me 1 day. Hopefully. Right. Pharaohs. I don't know what I'm talking to. And then we got Calamity Ring run, and then I think I'm going to do a whip run on Bloodborne, and then we come back and I'll probably do a randomizer on Dark Souls. And we'll see kind of where we are time-wise. Yeah, right, there's no need. Have you watched any of my Smite streams? Is that something you're at all interested in, or are you just kind of don't know much to get out the game and are kind of lost? Actually, if you peep in the past videos, I did beat him fists only, and I beat all bosses on the normal game. So I'll have to go back and do DLC bosses at some point. So yeah, all bosses in the normal game is done. I went the wrong way. And you can peep that in my... It's archived on YouTube, and it is also in my previous videos. I beat Osiris and Champion Gundyr. Oh, I didn't see it. And that helped me get enough damage to kill him, essentially. And I am going to fucking die because of this fucking rat pest. Okay. Yeah, so I think one of the things I want to do is Smite Professional League. I want to do like viewing parties for that when it starts up and like talk about the game and stuff. So that might be some of the content that I do on weekends in the near future. But obviously, you know, I don't want to diverge from my base of viewers, you know? So if that's the case, I can always do that in the afternoon, later in the afternoon, and do this before then. Because I think they start at 3 o'clock. Yeah, Gale, we'll figure it out. Everything sounds terrible. Like, at first look, like Deacon sounds like it'd be really bad. With fists only, but you figure it out. You figure something out. And then, you know, I'm not the first person to do it either, so. Right, I mean, but if you have no idea what I'm talking about, that might not be interesting for you, right? So I want to make sure that I'm getting at least a good balance of things, you know, I definitely want to do, that people want to watch, and, God. This is pissing me off. Okay, I really need to heal. Heal. I was like, wait 2 seconds. But yeah, that's kind of down the road though. I think that's in April, maybe. The bottom line is, in the end of it all, we'll have plenty of content we'll be working on, and that's the most important thing. That was pretty unfortunate, but once we get past those 2 rats, the route to the actual boss isn't so bad. We can basically just run past everything. Stop it. Did he get stuck back there?
What type of dog is this?
Where the fuck did he go? Is he around the corner? Okay. Well, to some degree, I think it's good and bad, right? Because on one side, they're kind of ensuring your safety for your health, right? But on the other hand, like Americans, you could never tell them that they had to get vaccinated to do something, right? They would lose their fucking skulls. And how'd that work? Were you like mandated to take it, or did you just choose to go get it? And are there like plenty to go around? Because in America, we're like, I think they said 1 in 10 people are vaccinated now, but we're like all out of vials, I think, already. I am fucking tilted. Oh my god, these fucking little bastards. That's good. I don't know, do you know what the population of Israel is? Because we're doing like, I think 1.6 million doses a day now. Last week we averaged. So a lot of people are getting them, I guess. Kill the little ones. God damn it. He just took 7 damage. What the fuck? Can you kill the little ones? That's interesting. I hadn't heard. I mean, like, I don't know anyone personally who's gotten vaccinated, so. Please. Dude, I was not even in front of you. What the fuck? Okay, I got hit by that. Interesting. Where am I? This is just the worst. If you charge me, I swear to Jesus. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know when I'd be able to even get one, even if I was to get one, right? Like, they said that April is probably the date, but who knows? They expect 150,000 more deaths in America by then. So, I don't have any idea, man. What the fuck? Come on now. That's not even like a move. Like, what? It's just awful. Jesus Christ. What are we doing here? How do you evade that? He's gonna do it again! Oh my god. I would assume I'd be like last in line. But from what I understand, it's hard for old people to get it as well right now. I mean, like, there's just not enough vaccinations. But I did read that something happened in Japan where they just had to essentially dump a whole bunch of vials because they weren't refrigerated properly or something. And that's just unacceptable. Like, how does that even happen? I fucking can't stand this boss. It's just so dumb. I mean, like I said, April is supposed to be the projected anyone can get a vaccine month, but that remains to be seen. He's gonna do the dash. Hey, I avoided it. Is there anywhere else I can lock on other than his head? So there's a Moderna one, there's a Pfizer one. There's a bunch of, I think, a Johnson & Johnson. There's quite a few that are in the game at this point. And it's the PF is how you spell it. So I gotta, oh yeah, DS2, all bosses. I think there should only be Dark Lurker in the last sequence of bosses left. Pursuer, oh, I gotta do Executioner's Chariot. Gargoyles. So we got some shit to do still. Dark Lurker. And then the last three. Okay, so we have Executioner's Chariot and Gargoyles is what I'm probably going to do. And then I'll get the keys. Yeah, I mean, if we have to purchase them, you know. So maybe it'll happen if we put. I imagine now with the new regime, they're pretty willing to do that. I have enough to.
I'll be around if you make it back.
Okay, so let's do Gargoyles first, I guess. This one. I'd be interested in some categories, like, but most of them I'd be interested in doing like none of the like skips, because I think the skips are usually the large variants, and I think it should be more about gameplay than it is about like a skip. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. That also takes a lot of time and devotion and stuff. I'd probably be more open to try to know a hit. Not to say that takes any less time and devotion. It certainly does not, but... Like, so for this game, I think I'm on, like... Our, let's say, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever it may be. Distortion 2 beat this game, all bosses plus DLC in like 2.5 hours, so... You know? That's a pretty, lofty goal. Okay, but... I'm gonna heal right here. Where the fuck did this guy come from? shit. Yeah, glitchless ones are the best ones, I think. For me, now to watch, that may not be true because obviously the theatrics of a skip are pretty entertaining. There's one guy with a bow up here, isn't there? There he is. There's no bow. No, maybe I'm wrong, but. Yeah. Some games like Bloodborne get totally ruined by the skips. I roll, that's shit. This is not going well. So, I kind of got out of my lane, because you want to kill these as quickly as possible, but... It's a good point. And some of them, like... Some things just have silly rules, too, like similar to that, like, even a no-hit, you can, like, get hit by fire, or, like, get poisoned, or it doesn't matter. And just, at some point, they kind of agreed as that as a rule. But... I think that was just in order to kind of preserve a no damage run, you know, versus a no hit run. But bastard. I don't know where all these weird flying attacks are coming from. But okay. The other one, the other one. Shit. Jesus Christ. Get him, get him, get him. Don't do it. You fucking try. That was rough. I'm trying to think. Yeah, Bloodborne. Yeah, you can beat the speed run. You don't even fight Gehrman or Moon Presence. I think the ending percent is like 20 minutes now, which Bloodborne isn't a very long game without the DLCs anyway. So. It looks like, so I commissioned a guy to do a
There.
transition for me. It looks like that's ready, so I might be able to show that off by the end of the stream. What do you mean? What do you not get?
Well. Visit me again. What? There.
Oh, damn it, I'm going to the wrong place again. I'm trying to, like, you just don't understand the purpose? Or, like, why have that as a game mechanic? Orders. View delivery. That's pretty fucking cool. Let's extract all. And we should extract it into desktop. Overlay. Extract. Go to OBS. Here. Global transition, add transition. Ocean. Okay. Okay, first of all, what the hell happened here? Why is it only showing you some of my game capture? Is it not? What the fuck? It's really strange. Okay. Global transition. I'm gonna have to look at that video again. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at that again. We'll get the transition ready for tomorrow. I think, is that fitting on the screen better? Oh, okay, I see what you mean. It's just a little bit different. It's not the same game, right? And I think they wanted to, like, because the beasts are so slippery a lot of the times, they thought that if they added the backstab, it made it just a little bit more difficult because it's a beast. It add an element of difficulty to the game. I don't mind it. I kind of like it. Like, if you're doing it with, like, Orphan of Kos, let's say, that you could just regular backstab them, it wouldn't have the same, I don't know, it wouldn't be the same, I don't think. Same level of difficulty. Okay, so that alluring skull being stuck in you. Or you. Or you. So, like, have you do you have the DLC for Bloodborne? Oh my god, are you kidding? Let's see how it does the transition now. Yeah, so, yeah, Orphan would just be like, you guys just stand behind him and backstab him, right? Which even in Dark Souls 3, it kind of makes some bosses like the Abyss Watchers really easy. Probably too easy. Man, I hope you enjoy that. It's a really great DLC. Hard bosses. Some that are really nicely made, though. Not living failures. Everything but living failures. Are these guys not affected by learning skill? It doesn't look like they are. That is hucked. Actually, I think I want. Give me a heavy attack. Come on. What? The fuck was that? That was actually fucking broken. Hell, that's fucking great. Fuck off, you fucking drone asshole. Fucking do something, please. Oh, that hit me? Sweet. Oh, he's gonna do the Horsefuck Valley charge, isn't he? Don't do it! Ow! You motherfucker. This is a bad time to do this. What the fuck was that? Right, just like do a move so I can hit you. Thank you. Yeah, I actually haven't used them in my greatsword in like a run yet. And that should be something. Maybe if I do the whip run, I could do that after. The problem is that it scales off arcane, which I haven't done like any arcane builds. So that in itself kind of presents a problem.
Well, that's no fun. Go.
I think I disappointed that guy pretty hardcore there. Alright, so we're going to try to figure out that's the last thing I'm going to do on Dark Souls 2. But we're going to try to figure out how to... I should have kept that up. How to... to Streamlabs OBS.
Wonder.
This is our home.
No wonder.
Howdy, neighbors!
Or you can click the pencil icon to edit that transition. I'm going to delete that one there, make sure this one is set up to be my default transition, and then click Done. Now, that will be system-wide. And so if I go to my Be Right Back screen, boom, it's going to use the transition. If I go back to my live, or you can click the pencil icon to edit that transition. The other ones, audio monitoring, if you have any audio cues within that video file, you'll be able to hear that if this is on. And then audio fade
that's right, I
style.
have to go under Stinger. Okay, let's go here. Trash that one, new transition, edit, Stinger, video file browse. Done. Okay, that was almost right. Transition point. Off. Crossfades. That sounds cool. So let's see, we go to opening. It works. Transition is nothing super special. I wanted something a little bit different, but he did a good job. Can't be too picky. Let's
Until
Is this enough? If it's like just a little bit short, that's gonna be... Oh, nope, good. Okay. Alright, so we have Dark Lurker left. Ooh, that's a tongue twister. Or regular. Oh, I gotta get the keys, right? I forgot about that. We're not done quite yet. In regular game, outside the last three, we only have Dark Lurker, I believe. Yes. And then we have the 9... Is it 9 DLC? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So let's get make a mad dash for this one. Hey, appreciate it. I appreciate you hanging out, man. I really enjoy, you know, streaming and chatting with you. So it's been really nice having you as a somewhat permanent fixture to the stream, man. And good luck on your exam again. Get good sleep, brother. My jumping is not very good. Trying to see what Ryan's up to. Maybe he'll play some Smite. Maybe we're not getting off just yet. got it. We did the thing. Good night, bud. Actually, I need to go to Majula. And then, actually, I have one more stop. I had more stuff than I thought I had to do. Shit. Yeah, that sucks. I can use that.
Hi. All right. Hi, stop. You want to go down? Fine. You need it, but you. Where? Hey, this ladder's not for sale. The only thing. Hi.
Where are you off to? We're at 5 people right now. Hey, thanks for watching. We're just kind of wrapping up this portion of the stream. We're just catching the last few keys to go into the DLCs. We're looking to do the DLCs and Dark Lurker tomorrow, and then hopefully the last 3 in a row bosses. Watcher, Defender, and Chandra, and Aldia. Really appreciate you guys being here. If you want to shout out, feel free. Always happy to talk to everyone in the chat. Hopefully, we'll be transitioning to Smite here in a minute. I gotta check with the boys, see if that's something they'll be doing. Actually, let me text Ryan now. Gotta see if that my man's in the doghouse. Holy shit! I actually have a text. What is this? I'll play in a minute. We're actually going to probably switch to Warzone, it looks like, which I will not stream because I don't need you guys seeing me be terrible. You can watch enough of that on Dark Souls if you wish. Actually, let's go ahead and use a homer. Why not? We're made of money. Ryan, are you in the chat? Okay, went to the wrong one. Well, we can still get to it from this direction. Unless I just roll off the fucking map. Okay. What the fuck is in my fucking way? Oh gosh darn it. Dude, I forgot about how much shit I just kind of left undone. We're inching our way to that 4-hour mark, though. That's what we're really doing. Ignore my sweaty pits if I have them. Yep. We out here being sweaty. This is just the pain I keep so. Okay, open this. What do we got? Oh. God damn it. Okay, I have to go and rejoin the other covenant. Unless I can only do this under the Dark Brother, whatever it's called, Dark Brotherhood, Dark Covenant. Don't love me. Probably have to find something to eat too. Be my guide. Oh, yeah, God. Am I gonna get something in return? Big rock? Oh, God damn it. Okay. Well, that is going to be it for the moment. What the fuck? I will be back playing Smite tonight. Thank you for viewing. Really appreciate it. That 4 viewer that just came in. Be looking for me tonight when I play Smite, okay? Appreciate y'all being here. Appreciate the views. Hopefully you like what you saw.